Good day, everyone. This is Maria Amiela Ablola, and for this morning, we will be tackling about achieving operational excellence and customer intimacy, enterprise applications. After this discussion, each learner must be able to first know how do enterprise systems help businesses achieve operational experience. Second, how do customer relationship management systems help firms achieve customer intimacy? Third, how do supply chain management systems coordinate planning, production, and logistics with suppliers? Fourth, what are the challenges posed by enterprise applications? And lastly, how are enterprise applications used in platforms for new cross-functional services? In this chapter, we will be going through enterprise system, supply chain management system, customer relationship management systems, enterprise applications, new opportunities and challenges, and hands-on MIS projects. Around the globe, companies are increasingly becoming more connected, both internally and with other companies. If you run a business, you'll want to be able to react instantaneously when a customer places a large order or when a shipment from a supplier is delayed. You may also want to know the impact of these events on every part of the business and how the business is performing at any point in time, especially if you're running a large company. Imagine that you had to run a business based on information from tens or even hundreds of different databases and systems, none of which could speak to one another. Imagine your company had 10 different major product lines, each produced in separate factories and each with separate and incompatible sets of systems controlling production, warehousing, and distribution. At the very least, your decision making would often be based on manual hard copy reports, often are out of date, and it would be difficult to really understand what is happening in the business as a whole. Sales personnel might not be able to tell at that time they place an order whether the ordered items are in the inventory, and manufacturing could not easily use sales data to plan for new production. You now have a good idea of why firms need a special enterprise system to integrate information. Enterprise systems are also known as Enterprise Resource Planning Systems or ERP, which are based on an integrated software module and a common central database. The database collects data from many different divisions and departments in a firm, and from a large number of key business processes in manufacturing and production, finance and accounting, sales and marketing, and human resources, making the data available for applications that support nearly all of an organization's internal business activities. When new information is entered by one process, the information is made immediately available to other business processes. In other words, an enterprise system is a cross-functional information system that provides organization-wide coordination and integration of the key business processes and helps in planning the resources of an organization. If a sales representative places an order, for example for a tire rim, the system verifies the customer's credit limit, schedules the shipment, identifies the best shipping route, and reserves the necessary items for the inventory. If inventory stock were insufficient to fill the order, the system schedules the manufacture of more rims, ordering the needed materials and components from suppliers. Sales and production forecasts are immediately updated. General ledger and corporate cash levels are automatically updated with the revenue and cost information from the order. Users could tap into the system and find out where that particular order was at any minute. Management could obtain information at any point in time about how business was operating. The system could also generate enterprise-wide data for management analysis of product, cost, and profitability. Enterprise systems feature a set of integrated software modules and a central database that enables data to be shared by many different business processes and functional areas throughout the enterprise. Enterprise software. Enterprise software is built around thousands of predefined business processes that reflect best practices. Companies implementing this software must first select the functions of the system they wish to use and then map their business processes to the predefined business processes in the software. If the enterprise software does not support the way the organization does business, companies can rewrite some of the software to support the way their business processes work. However, enterprise software is unusually complex and extensive customization may degrade the system's performance, compromising the information and process integration that are the main benefits of the system. If companies want to reap the maximum benefits of the enterprise software, they must change the way they work to conform with the business processes in the software. To implement a new enterprise system, Company A, for example, identified its existing business processes and then translated them into the business processes built into the SAP ERP software it had selected. To ensure it obtained the maximum benefits from the enterprise software, Company A deliberately planned for customizing less than 5% of the system and made very few changes to the SAP software itself. It used as many tools and features that were already built into the SAP software as it could. SAP has more than 3,000 configuration tables for its enterprise software. Leading enterprise software vendors include SAP, Oracle, Infor Global Solutions, and Microsoft. There are versions of enterprise software packages designed for small businesses and on-demand versions including software services delivered over the web. Although initially designed to automate the firm's internal back-office business processes, enterprise systems have become more externally oriented and capable of communicating with customers, suppliers, and other entities. Business value of enterprise systems. Enterprise systems provide value both by increasing operational efficiency and by providing firm-wide information to help managers make better decisions. Large companies with many operating units in different locations have used enterprise systems to enforce standard practices and data so that everyone does business the same way worldwide. Enterprise systems help firms respond rapidly to customer requests for information or products. Because the system integrates order, manufacturing, and delivery data, manufacturing is better informed about producing only what customers have ordered, procuring exactly the right amount of components or raw materials to fill actual orders, staging production, and minimizing the time that components or finished products are in the inventory. The supply chain management systems. If you manage a small firm that makes few products or sells few services, chances are you will have a small number of suppliers. You could coordinate your suppliers' order and deliveries using a phone and fax machine. But if you manage a firm that produces more complex products and services, then you will have hundreds of suppliers and your suppliers will each have their own set of suppliers. Suddenly, you are in a situation where you will need to coordinate the activities of hundreds or even thousands of other firms in order to produce your products and services. Supply chain management system is the answer to these problems of supply chain complexity and scale. The supply chain. Supply chain is a network of organizations and business processes for procuring raw materials, transforming these materials into intermediate and finished products, and distributing the finished products to customers. It links suppliers, manufacturing plants, distribution centers, retail outlets, and customers to supply goods and services from source through consumption. Goods start out as raw materials and as they move through the supply chain are transformed into intermediate products, also referred to as components or parts, and finally into finished products. The finished products are shipped to distribution centers and from there to retailers and customers. Returned items flow in the reverse direction from the buyer back to the seller. Let's look at the supply chain for Nike sneakers as an example. Nike designs, markets, and sells sneakers, socks, athletic clothing, and accessories throughout the world. Its primary suppliers are contract manufacturers with factories in China, Thailand, Indonesia, Brazil, and other countries. These companies fashion Nike's finished products. Nike's contract suppliers do not manufacture sneakers from scratch. They obtain components for the sneakers, the laces, eyelets, uppers, and soles from other suppliers and then assemble them into finished sneakers. These suppliers in turn have their own suppliers. For example, the supplier of soles have suppliers for synthetic rubber, suppliers for chemicals used to melt the rubber for molding, and suppliers for the molds into which to pour the rubber. Suppliers for laces would have suppliers for the thread, for dyes, and for the plastic lace tips. The figure shown in the screen provides a simplified illustration of Nike's supply chain for sneakers. It shows the flow of information and materials among suppliers, Nike and Nike's distributors, retailers, and customers. Nike's contract manufacturers are its primary suppliers. The suppliers of soles, eyelets, uppers, and laces are the secondary. Suppliers for these suppliers are the tertiary suppliers. The upstream portion of the supply chain includes the company suppliers, the suppliers, and the process for managing relationship with them. The downstream portion consists of the organization and processes for distributing and delivering products into the final customers. Companies doing manufacturing such as Nike's contract suppliers of sneakers also manage their own internal supply chain processes for transforming materials, components, and services furnished by their suppliers into finished products or intermediate products for their customers and for managing materials and inventory. If a manufacturer had the perfect information about exactly how many units of product customers wanted, when they wanted them, and when they could be produced, it would be possible to implement a highly efficient just-in-time strategy. Components would arrive exactly at the moment when they needed and finished goods would be shipped as they left the assembly line. In a supply chain, however, uncertainties arise because many events cannot be foreseen. Uncertain product demand, late shipments from suppliers, defective products or raw materials, or production process breakdowns. To satisfy customers, manufacturers often deal with such uncertainties and unforeseen events by keeping more materials or products in the inventory than what they think they would need. The safety stock acts as a buffer for the lack of flexibility in the supply chain. Although excess inventory is expensive, low fill rates are also costly because business may be lost from canceled orders. One recurring problem in the supply chain management is the bullwhip effect, in which information about the demand for a product gets distorted as it passes from one entity to the next across the supply chain. For example, Procter & Gamble found it had excessively high inventories of its Pampers disposable diapers at various points along its supply chain because of such distorted information. Although customer purchases in stores were fairly stable, orders from distributors would spike when P&G offers aggressive price promotions. Pampers components accumulated in warehouses along the supply chain to meet the demand that did not actually exist. To eliminate this problem, P&G revised its marketing, sales, and supply chain processes and used more accurate demand forecasting. The bullwhip is tamed by reducing uncertainties about demand and supply when all members of the supply chain have accurate and up-to-date information. If all supply chain members have dynamic information about inventory. Information from supply chain management system helps firms decide when and what to produce, store, and move, rapidly communicate orders, track the status of orders, check inventory availability and monitor inventory levels, reduce inventory, transportation and warehousing costs, track shipments, plan production based on actual customer demand, and rapidly communicate changes in product design. Supply chain management software. Supply chain software is classified as either software to help businesses plan their supply chains or software to help them execute the supply chain steps. Supply chain planning systems enable the firms to model its existing supply chain, generate demand forecasts for products, and develop optimal sourcing and manufacturing plans. One of the most important and complex supply chain planning functions is the demand planning, which determines how much product a business needs to make to satisfy all the customers and demands. Managistics and IT Technologies are major supply chain management software vendors, and enterprise software vendors such as SAP and Oracle PeopleSoft offer supply chain management modules. Whirlpool Corporation, which produces washing machines, dryers, refrigerators, oven, and other home appliances, uses supply chain planning systems to make sure what it produces matches customer demand. The company uses supply chain planning software from IT Technologies, which includes modules for master scheduling, deployment, planning, and inventory planning. Supply chain execution systems manage the flow of products through distribution centers and warehouses to ensure that products are delivered to the right locations in the most efficient manner. They track the physical status of goods and management of materials, warehouse and transportation operations, and financial information involving all parties. Howard Incorporated's Warehouse Management System, or WMS, is an example. Howard is a world-leading manufacturer and designer of office furniture, with distribution centers in 4 different states. The WMS tracks and controls the flow of finished goods from Howard's distribution centers to its customers. How do global supply chains and the internet works? Before the internet, supply chain coordination was hampered by the difficulties of making information flow smoothly among disparate internal supply chain systems for purchasing, materials management, manufacturing, and distribution. It was also difficult to share information with internal supply chain partners because the systems of suppliers, distributors, or logistic providers were based on incompatible technology platforms and standards. Enterprise and supply chain management systems enhanced with internet technology supply some of this integration. A manager will use a web interface to tap into supplier systems to determine whether inventory and production capabilities match demand for the firm's products. Business partners will use web-based supply chain management tools to collaborate online on forecasts. Sales representatives will access suppliers' production schedules on logistic information to monitor customers' order status. Global supply chain issues. More and more companies are entering international markets, outsourcing manufacturing operations and obtaining supplies from other countries as well as selling abroad. Their supply chains extend across multiple countries and regions. There are additional complexities and challenges to managing a global supply chain. Global supply chains typically span greater geographic distances and time differences than domestic supply chains and have participants from a number of different countries. Although the purchase price of many goods might be lower abroad, there are often additional costs for transportation, inventory, and local taxes or fees. Performance standards may vary from region to region or from nation to nation. Supply chain management may need to reflect foreign government regulations and cultural differences. All of these factors impact how a company takes orders, plans distribution, sizes warehousing, and manages inbound and outbound logistics throughout the global market and its services. Demand-driven supply chains. From push-to-pull manufacturing and efficient customer response. In addition to reducing cost, supply chain management systems facilitate efficient customer response, enabling the workings of the business to be driven more by customer demand. In a push-based model, Production master schedules are based on forecast and best guesses of demand for products, and products are pushed to the customers. When new flows of information made possible by web-based tools, supply chain management more easily follows a pull-based model. In a pull-based model, also known as demand-driven model or build-to-order, actual customer orders or purchase triggers events in the supply chain. Transactions to produce a delivery, only what customers have ordered, move up to the supply chain from retailers to distributors to manufacturers and eventually to suppliers. Only products to fulfill these orders move back down the supply chain to the retailer. Manufacturers use only actual order demand information to drive their production schedules and the procurement of components or raw materials as illustrated. The difference between push and pull-based model is summarized by the slogan, "Make what we sell, not sell what we make." Business value of supply chain management systems. By implementing a network of integrated supply chain management system, companies match supply to demand, reduce inventory levels, improve delivery service, speed product time to market, and use assets more effectively. Total supply chain costs represent the majority of operating expenses for many businesses, and in some industries approach 75% of the total operating budget. Reducing supply chain costs may have a major impact on a firm profitability. In addition to reducing costs, supply chain management systems help increase sales. If a product is not available when a customer wants it, customers often try to purchase it from someone else. More precise control of the supply chain enhances the firm's ability to have the right product available for customer purchases at the right time. Customer relationship management systems. You've probably heard phrases such as, "the customer is always right," or "the customer comes first." Today, these words ring more true than ever. Because competitive advantage based on an innovative new product or services is often very short-lived. Companies are realizing that their only enduring competitive strength may be their relationship with their customers. Some say that the basis of competition has switched from who sells the most products and services to who owns the customer, and that customer relationship represents a firm's most valuable asset. What is customer relationship management? What kinds of information would you need to build and nurture strong, long-lasting relationship with your customers? You'd want to know exactly who your customers are, how to contact them, whether they are costly to service and sell to, what kinds of products and services they are interested in, and how much money they would spend on your company. If you could, you'd want to make sure you knew each of your customers well, as if you were running a small town store. In a small business operating in a neighborhood, it is possible for business owners and managers to really know their customers on a personal face-to-face basis. But in a large business operating in a metropolitan, regional, national, or even global basis, it is impossible to know your customers in this intimate way. In these kinds of businesses, there are too many customers and too many different ways that customers interact with the firm. It may be over the web, the phone, through a fax machine, or in person. It becomes especially difficult to integrate information from all these sources and to deal with the large numbers of customers. This is where customer relationship management systems help. Customer relationship management or CRM systems capture and integrate customer data from all over the organization, consolidate the data, analyze the data, and then distribute the results to various systems and customer touchpoints across the enterprise. A touchpoint is also known as a contact point. It is a method of interaction with the customer, such as telephone, email, customer service desk, conventional mail, website, wireless device, or retail stores. Good CRM systems provide data and analytical tools for answering questions such as this. What is the value of a particular customer to the firm over his or her lifetime? Who are our most valuable customers? Who are our most profitable customers? And what do these profitable customers want to buy? Firms use the answers to these questions to acquire new customers, provide better service and support the existing customers, customize their offerings more precisely to customer preference, and provide ongoing value to retain profitable customers. CRM systems examines customers from a multi-phased perspective. These systems use a set of integrated applications to address all aspects of the customer relationship, including customer service, sales, and marketing. Customer Relationship Management Software. Commercial CRM software packages range from niche tools that perform limited functions, such as personalizing websites for specific customers, to large-scale enterprise applications that capture myriad interactions with customers, analyze them with sophisticated reporting tools, and link to other major enterprise applications such as supply chain management and enterprise systems. The more comprehensive CRM packages contain modules for Partner Relationship Management or PRM and Employee Relationship Management or ERM. PRM uses many of the same data, tools, and systems as Customer Relationship Management to enhance collaboration between a company and its selling partners. If a company does not sell directly to customers but rather works through distributors or retailers, PRM helps these channels sell to customers directly. It provides a company and its selling partners with the ability to trade information and distribute leads and data about customers, integrating lead generation, pricing, promotion, other configurations, and availability. It also provides a firm with tools to assess its partners' performances so that it can make sure its best partners receive the support they need to close more business. Salesforce Automation or SAF. Salesforce automation modules in CRM systems help sales staffs increase their productivity by focusing sales efforts on the most profitable customers, those who are good candidates for sales and services. CRM helps systems provide sales prospect and contact information, product configuration, capabilities, and sales code generation capabilities. Customer Service. Customer service modules in CRM systems provide information and tools to increase efficiency of call centers, help desk, and customer support staff. They have capabilities of assigning and managing customer service requests. One such capability is an appointment or advice telephone line. When a customer calls a standard phone number, the system routes the call to the correct service person, who inputs information about the customer into the system once only. Once the customer's data are in the system, any service representative can handle the customer relationship. Marketing. CRM systems support direct marketing campaigns by providing capabilities for capturing prospect and customer data, for providing product and service information, for qualifying leads for targeted marketing, and for scheduling and tracking direct marketing mailings or email. Marketing modules also include tools for analyzing marketing and customer data, identifying profitable and unprofitable customers, designing products and services to satisfy specific customer needs and interests, and identifying opportunities for cross-selling. Cross-selling is the marketing of complementary products to customers. Operational and Analytical CRM. All of the applications we have just described support either the operational or analytical aspects of customer relationship management. Operational CRM includes customer-facing applications such as tools for Salesforce automation, call center, and customer service support, and also marketing automation. Analytical CRM includes applications that analyze customer data generated by operational CRM applications to provide information for improving business performance. Analytical CRM applications are based on data warehouses that consolidate the data from operational CRM systems and customer touchpoints for use with online analytical processes or OLAP, data mining, and other data analysis techniques. Customer data collected by the organization might be combined with data from other sources, such as customer lists for direct marketing campaigns, purchased from other companies, or demographic data. Such data are analyzed to identify buying patterns, to create segments for targeted marketing, and to pinpoint profitable and unprofitable customers. Another important output of analytical CRM is the customer's lifetime value to the firm. Customer lifetime value, or CLTV, is based on the relationship between the revenue produced by a specific customer, the expenses incurred in acquiring and servicing the customer, and the expected life of the relationship between the customer and the company. Business value of customer relationship management systems. Companies with effective customer relationship management systems realize many benefits, including increased customer satisfaction, reduced direct marketing cost, more effective marketing, and lower cost for customer acquisition and retention. Information from CRM systems increase sales revenue by identifying the most profitable customers and segments for focused marketing and cross-selling. Customer churn is reduced as sales, service, and marketing better respond to customer needs. The churn rate measures the number of customers who stop using or purchasing products or services from a company. It is an important indicator of the growth or decline of a firm's customer base. Enterprise applications. New opportunities and challenges. Many firms have implemented enterprise systems and systems for supply chain management and customer relationship because they are such powerful instruments for achieving operational excellence and enhancing decision-making. But precisely because they are so powerful in changing the way the organization works, they are challenging to implement. Let's briefly examine some of these challenges as well as new ways of obtaining value from these systems. Enterprise application challenges. Promises of dramatic reductions in inventory cost, order to delivery time, as well as more efficient customer response and higher product and customer profitability make enterprise systems and systems for supply chain management and customer relationship management very alluring. But to obtain this value, you must clearly understand how your business has to change to use these systems effectively. Enterprise applications involve complex pieces of software that are very expensive to purchase and implement. It may take a large Fortune 500 company several years to complete a large-scale implementation of an enterprise system or a system for CSM or CRM. Enterprise applications require not only deep-seated technological changes, but also fundamental changes in the way the business operates. Companies must make sweeping changes to their business processes to work with the software. Employees must accept new job functions and responsibilities. They must learn how to perform a new set of work activities and understand how the information they enter into the system can affect other parts of the company. Supply chain management systems require multiple organizations to share information and business processes. Each participant in the system must have to change some of its processes and the way it uses information to create a system that best serves the supply chain as a whole. Some firms experience enormous operating problems and losses when they first implemented enterprise applications. This is because they did not understand how much organizational change was required. Enterprise applications also introduce switching costs. Once you adopt an enterprise application from a single vendor, such as SAP, Oracle, or others, it is very costly to switch vendors. and your firm becomes dependent on the vendor to upgrade its product and maintain your installation. Enterprise applications are based on organization-wide definitions of data. You'll need to understand exactly how your business uses its data and how the data would be organized in a customer relationship management, supply chain management, or enterprise system. Enterprise software vendors are addressing these problems by offering pared-down versions of their software and fast start programs for small and medium-sized businesses and best practice guidelines for larger companies. Next generation enterprise applications. Today, enterprise application vendors are delivering more value by becoming more flexible, web-enabled, and capable of integration with other systems. Standalone enterprise systems, customer relationship systems, and supply chain management systems are becoming a thing of the past. The major enterprise software vendors have created what they call enterprise solutions, enterprise suites, or e-business suites to make their customer relationship management, supply chain management, and enterprise systems work closely with each other and link to systems of customers and suppliers. SAP's next-generation enterprise applications are based on its enterprise service-oriented architecture. It incorporates service-oriented architecture or SOA standards and uses its NetWeaver tool as an integration platform linking SAP's own applications and web services developed by independent software vendors. Next-generation enterprise applications also include open source and on-demand solutions. Compared to commercial enterprise application software, open source products such as Comprare, Apache Open for Business or OfBiz, and OpenBravo are not as mature, nor do they include so much support. However, companies such as small manufacturers are choosing these options because there are no software licensing fees and fees are based on usage. Service platform. A service platform integrates multiple applications from multiple business functions, business units, or business partners to deliver a seamless experience for the customer, employee, manager, or business partner. For instance, the order-to-cash process involves receiving an order and seeing it all the way through obtaining payment for the order. This process begins with lead generation, marketing campaigns, and order entry, which are typically supported by CRM systems. Once the order is received, manufacturing is scheduled and parts availability is verified, processes that are usually supported by enterprise software. The order then is handled by processes for distribution planning, warehousing, order fulfillment, and shipping, which are usually supported by supply chain management systems. Finally, the order is billed to the customer, which is handled by either enterprise financial applications or accounts receivable. If the purchase at some point required customer service, customer relationship management systems would again be invoked. A service such as order-to-cash requires data from enterprise applications and financial systems to be further integrated into an enterprise-wide composite process. To accomplish this, firms need software tools that use existing applications as building blocks for new cross-enterprise processes. As shown in the diagram, order-to-cash is a composite process that integrates data from individual enterprise systems and legacy financial applications. The process must be molded and translated into a system or software using application integration tools. To sum up this discussion, let us all watch this video.
Do you feel how rapid growth of data and endpoints is putting pressure on your existing integration infrastructure? Are you thinking about doing the next step to meet the demands of these new fast-paced digital businesses? The time has come. Let's talk about the future of enterprise application integration.